Hi, so let's start. My name is Georgi, I'm from Tallinn. Today is 15th of September and I'm going to read the main headlines in the Estonian news, Postimees, newspaper Postimees. Here we go. This is a new setup. You don't see the microphone. I've had my coffee and my mug. So the first news is that teaching of Estonian language in Finland and Finnish language in Estonia universities is collapsing. Also a big advert again on the first page by the oil union, Estonian oil. Okay, they're now telling that it is better not to increase the taxes on the petrol fuel, on the diesel petrol fuel in Estonia. Okay, that's the advert. On the second page, it's political news about the local government elections, which are coming soon. That a lot of ministers who are acting ministers in the government are also putting their candidating for a local government council, although they do not intend to go to the local government if elected. So let me explain. They're using them like a magnet for votes, and if they get elected, they are still remaining on their job position as a minister, but on their spot comes a substitute. And in case in 2023, if there is a new government, they're not ministers anymore, they can go back. They can go to the local government and take their position. But it's kind of a strange, not very ethical situation. And what does it else? What else does it mean? Is that they have so few people. Does the political parties in Estonia have so few people that they do not have enough people to get elected in different positions, local governments, the real government? So it's on page number 4, a few unfortunate situations that kids lost 1.5 or 2-year-old kid lost 2 fingers on an escalator in a shopping center at Rakvere. I don't know how can this happen, but that's a fact. Okay, so another sad news is also on the legal front. There was a situation years ago when a small kid died under a garage door. So the father went to park the car, then the garage door was open for kind of repairs. The father pulled a rope and it fell on a 2-year-old kid, and the kid died on the spot. So now the court is telling that those repairmen who were repairing that garage door are not guilty. But the problem is kind of deeper, because Estonia changed the legislation that now the garage doors have to have spring protection. These doors are really heavy. They're 123 kilograms, and if they fall on something, it's lethal, as you see. And they're all kept up by a spring. So if that spring breaks, then it's a dangerous situation. And if you go and see on each garage door, they have a sign that it's a very dangerous spot. So the Estonian government changed the legislation that it's a must, but only on new garage doors. So if you have an old garage door, then it does not have to have this spring protection, which can actually save a lot of lives. And that's why those repairmen who repaired the doors, they're not guilty, because if your building union does not want to pay for that protection, it doesn't have it. And that's it. So beware of garage doors. Don't go under them only with a car. Don't walk under the garage door. Very dangerous place. Also, now a bit not positive, different, also negative news about World Cleanup Day. World Cleanup Day, it is a positive thing which started from Estonia. Like few Estonians gathered that, let's clean up Estonia, and then let's clean up the world. It's very popular, but the thing is that they're bringing attention, but they still have to do it each year, so it's kind of better not to trash the world like we do. So don't bring trash just on the field or like old tires, especially in Estonia, when there are special locations not far away from each city where you can bring your old tires, dangerous old equipment, everything. So don't do that in Estonia. But the positive thing that we're doing something about it, and few of like international bands are also supporting that World Cleanup Day, which is going to be 18th of September. So quite soon. I think we have to go there, help a little bit out. And those bands who are supporting is Noep, have you heard about it? Vateva, with W, Vateva, and Tradetak. Let me know in the comments below, have you heard about those bands? Do you know that they're from Estonia? No? So, about North Korea, some news, international news. About Western extremism, but it's not Estonian news, so we're not going to stop on that news. And here we have unicorns. That Estonia has the most unicorns in the Baltic states, which is not a surprise. We have 7.9 unicorns. Like unicorn companies, these are tech companies which are tech startups which are valued more than 1 billion euros or dollars, I don't know. And Estonia has 7.9 startups. 7.9 startups per 100,000. Lithuania has 3.7 startups per 100,000. And Latvia has only 2.5. So Estonia is on the top of the unicorn list too. I'll just read the unicorns in the Baltic states. So Latvia, Printful. Have you heard about it? Lithuania, Vinted. And Estonia has Skype, Playtech, Wise, Bolt, Pipedrive, ID.me. I'm hearing about ID.me for the first time from here. Zego. Okay, this is the startup news. So from the parliament they're suggesting that maybe Estonia should reconsider the spending cuts because the economy is growing. For this year the real growth in GDP is expected to be 9.5%, and for the next year 4%. Also one bank is giving almost the same estimate. Also interesting news that through Swedbank the retail investors bought a lot of, shares in this new Estonian bank, Coop Bank, which is really interesting. Those two small Estonian banks, Coop and LHV, they are valued as 10% from Deutsche Bank. It's crazy. They are like minute in comparison with Deutsche Bank. So I think it's a big bubble in that field. It's not possible. Deutsche Bank moves like trillions of dollars, and those Estonian banks maybe a few billion. I don't know. It's a joke. Also, Estonian University, they are making some. Just a moment. So Tautech are developing drones to help in case of terror cases. For example, those drones are going to help keep the communications up, with like they're going to fly over a disaster area, and people can use their phones to relay some information. That's interesting. That's on the technology part. So on page 15 there are a few articles like the bicycles. Who needs the bicycle paths? and what the benefits, who is going to benefit. And he's saying we have even also a bicycle mayor. Obviously somebody just named himself a bicycle mayor. I don't know, but actually Tallinn made big progress in bicycle roads. They painted a lot of them red, but obviously that's overly politicized because local elections are coming and the opposition parties are telling, you're doing too little, you should do more. But I think it's a big step forward, and stop whining. We should go explore sometime those bicycle roads. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Would you be interested? On the culture, there is a new film, Dark Paradise, Estonian Paradise, and by Triin Rummet. Triin Rummet is a director by the new film. I should go see it. Lately I went to see an Estonian film by Peter Sim called Vee peal, on the water, and it was really about what was the life in communist time in a small village or like a small town in Estonia. And obviously that film will be understood by people who have lived at that time. Me too. But actually during communism time, our life, because we lived in Bulgaria most of the communism time, we came only to Estonia for the summers, so it was a big contrast that in Bulgaria there was almost I didn't miss anything. You had food, clothes, everything, but in Estonia it was, because it was part of the Soviet Union, everything was like very poor. But watch it now. Now the situation in Estonia is much better than in Bulgaria. Or like, it is better. Less corruption. So that's it for today. See you in the next news or real estate video. Like, subscribe, share this, and thank you for watching it to the end. See you. Bye.